What's up, tubers? Tio here, Simplistic Fishing, coming back at you tonight to do another lake breakdown for you. This time we're going to go southeast of Wichita Falls, kind of northwest Texas, but not like super west, just kind of north and west Texas. Should be a good one. Let's go check it out. Like we always do, we like to start off on the Texas Park and Wildlife fishing page. It gives us tons of good information, especially when we're breaking down a Texas lake. So let's take a look at this one. This is Kickapoo Reservoir. The location is 29 miles from Wichita Falls in southern Archer County. Surface area is 6,028 acres, maximum depth of 48 feet, and it was impounded in 1947. Interesting on the maximum depth being at 48 feet. Most of the stuff I saw with the Navionics mobile app was like right around 30. You can see here, you can look at the current lake levels. We'll move on down. Aquatic vegetation, extremely limited in this turbid lake. Just a heads up, when you see the word turbid, you usually want to somewhat stay away, unless that's your local lake, you kind of figure it out. But if you're going out to catch a bunch of fish, if you see this word turbid in the description, usually you want to kind of steer clear. It makes bass fishing a little bit tougher. So let's look here for predominant fish species. We got largemouth bass, white bass, channel blue and flathead catfish, and white crappie. You can see down here the angling opportunities. You've got largemouth bass being fair, catfish, crappie, and white bass all in the fair category. We look here at the lake records. You look for largemouth bass, it's 5.82 caught back in 2022. So at least you know there's some decent sized fish in there. I mean, it's kind of scary that's the record, 5.82 in the lake, but maybe nobody's turning them in. You never know. Anyways, let's go ahead and switch back. Let's look at the rest of the stuff. We've got fishing cover and structure, just basically riprap, rocky points, and islands. We're going to talk about all that stuff because we exposed it all in Google Earth. And then tips and tactics. Bass tend to be shallow off points and islands. I could have told you that. You're going to notice this as we go through the Google Earth breakdown, especially this water is definitely turbid. It's definitely kind of chocolatey. It's not really that clear, and you can tell that this is more than likely not really going to be an offshore lake. This is going to be something where we're up around the bank, we're fishing that kind of covered, things like that. So let's go ahead and turn this over to Google Earth, and let's look at it from there, and let's see what we found. Here we are out on Google Earth taking a look at Kickapoo Reservoir. I want to start off here on the left-hand side, just show you how we have it broken down. So we'll start off here. We've got channels and ditches. Those are going to be all these little tracks that you see. So all these little green tracks that you see. We've also got a couple of ditches up here we marked, but another kind of creek channel, good creek channel back here, some more ditches, another creek channel coming back here. And I'll show you that as we draw this down. You see the water come down. We've also got several different areas of cover. Saddles, ledges, hard spots, tires, brush, debris, everything that you can think of that's out there as well. We've got ramps, so slabs are a great place to go and find fish, right? Fishing around those ramps and slabs can be a great pattern to run, so you'll want to go check those out. And then we've also got rocks, so several different areas of rock. Yes, there's a lot of rocky shoreline on here, but I pointed out some really key areas that I think are really going to help you out, help you find some fish on this lake. So let's go ahead and select everything here. And also wanted to let you know, because we're going to be able to pull the water down so much, we're not even going to have to go over to the Navionics mobile app and look at the offshore stuff, because I've got basically offshore stuff marked on here because the lake went down so low back in 2013. We were able to see it when it was probably 10, 12 feet low. It was super, super low. And like I said, most of the stuff I saw on the Navionics side when I pulled it up, the lake only got down to about 30 foot. So this stuff that I was showing here, I was marking it on Navionics, pulling it over here, and it was the same thing that I'd marked here. So we'll just keep it on Google Earth for now, doing things a little bit different. But let's go ahead and go up to the view. We're going to take the sidebar off. We're going to go up to there to history, and then we're going to move this back down to 2013. I actually went too far there. 12 to 2013 is where we're going to hold at. So this is basically what we're looking at. You can tell the water's way down, and so we're going to go out there and we're going to see what we can find out here. Let's start at the dam. Of course, the dam's always a great place to find fish, right? Probably going to be one of your higher percentage areas on this lake to find fish, because it's the one place, especially with this water fluctuating so much, It's the one place where the fish can basically stay there and just move up and down with the water and stay safe. So the dam, definitely going to be a high percentage area to go take a look at. Didn't see anything special around the dam, just some riprap. So nothing really that jumped out to me that said, hey, go check out this part. So anyways, wanted to talk to you about that. Now let's go ahead and move on up here. We've got some more rock that's here around this little dock. And you're going to see some pretty rocky shorelines, right? So I'm just going to point out some of the key stuff that I'm seeing here. One, you've got rock all around this point that swings all the way back to here. So all of this looks like it could be good, especially right here around this point. Then as we move back in here, kind of get back into this little bay or cove, whatever you want to call it, here's where I'm talking about where we can see offshore stuff where, where we would have normally probably not even seen it. With the water being down so low here, we pull out in the back of this cove, right? Water's usually up in here. You can see that there's some rock down in here. There's some rock here, there's some rock there, and rock here as well. Let's move this up. I'm gonna go to 2015 and show you what I meant by that. So you can tell this is kind of out in the middle of this little bay that's out here. Move it back to 2013. Actually, I think I wanted to go one more back. That took me to 2011. That's too far. We're gonna stick here, I guess. That's where it's gonna land us at. So let's move on up. These little points might be worth checking out, but there's no debris on them or anything. This one's got a little bit of stuff on it, but nothing too crazy. I would focus more on these harder areas. Okay, so now let's keep moving over here. Let's finish this up. Let's go down. We've got the ramp that's here. We've got rock here as well. Some more rock and debris that's here in this area. Some more rock here off of this point as well. And then we move up here and we've got more rock, right? We've got rock here off of this point. We've got ledges that are over here. So you can see this little ledge. This was an interesting place because if I move this over, you can see the shadow. And anytime I find places like that, I get pretty excited where I can find that shadow. So definitely take a look at that spot. We're going to move on here. There's a little transition going on here where it's really rocky, right through here. It's kind of rocky, and then all of a sudden it just goes boom right to dirt. Sometimes you can find those little transition lines and they can be good. So maybe check that one out. That one's not really that great. But one to check out for sure. Now, when we get out here alongside this dock, it gets pretty interesting. Someone put a whole set of tires out here. So we got a whole bunch of tires setting out there as well outside the edge of that dock. You crappie fishermen, definitely a good place to go take a look at all of that good stuff. All right, so let's keep moving on up and let's see what we can do here. So we got a little ditch that's going on right here in this spot. And then as we move on up here, we've got brush back in here. We got some tires, some debris. This looks pretty rough back in here. I don't know if it'd be any good fishing or not, but maybe, maybe in the spawning time and things like that, you can go check out these little areas. This little ditch right here, though, that thing definitely looks juicy. If we pull it up to 2015, you're gonna see it's all flooded out here. But you wouldn't, I don't know if you would know that ditch was there. I imagine everybody just kind of cuts through here. But that's got a really good ditch, and I can see them hanging out in that area. Moving up here, we got some more debris, some more rock, more debris out here, more tires out here outside this dock, and some more debris. We swing around this little point. We've got good rock right around here as well. You can see right in this little area. A couple more slabs to take a look at. And then really just kind of hit these little rocky areas, right? You got a little rocky point there. You got this little pond. I guess it's a pond. Kind of looks like a pond, but right there at the edge of it, this point's got a pretty good rock on it. So nice little pinch point there with some rock. If you look out here, this little point that comes out here, it's just a huge hard spot. So getting out here, throwing some Carolina rigs, crankbaits, things like that, that can be exciting. Now you do have rock up here by these docks, but it's pretty shallow rock. But if you pull out here, you've got a little bit deeper rock, and you've got this whole thing that comes out here. I don't know if this was an old pond or if it's a break or what, but checking out these hard spots that are out here could be really, really key, especially right in here too. You got this big flat that's back there too. So I would say concentrating in on this area right in here, there's probably some fish somewhere between this point and that point and all the way in between. Then this is that island I was telling you about. It's got a bunch of rock around it. I just try to really tell you, hey, there's a bunch of rock around this island, but here are the little points that are on this island. So probably more of the primo spots as you get around it. We're going to move up here. We've got some more rock in here in this area. We've got more rock over here off of these points too. You can see both of them here. And then as we move over here, we've got a little rocky pile that's right in this area. So good thing to check out. We've got another slab that's in here. We've got more rock in both of these areas too. And then we got rock around this little hook and rock out here over this point. So again, really good rock around the edge of this point. Swinging around, we got good rock on the edge of this little area. And then when we move out here, we've got a little bit of rock out here. There's not a lot going on here. Maybe a little bit of just junk and stuff, but a little bit of a hard spot on the back side of this island. So if you're going to go fish this island, I would say definitely fish the back side of it. As we move up here and we get into this little pocket, there's a pretty good little hard spot right here. You can see where it gets really white right in here. So maybe just fishing right around there where I put rock at. There's a good little transition going on there. Maybe something right there in that pocket, not too sure. A couple more little rocky areas, but nothing too special. As we get over here, another little hard spot when there's really nothing else going on here. In fact, I missed that little ditch right there, so I'll go ahead and grab that and mark that for you guys so you have that as well. How I missed that one. I always find something when I go out here and do these videos that I missed. So look right in here, right? Look right in there for sure. And then when the water gets up and you get back in that flat, you can fish around that channel. All right, let's keep moving up. We got this hard spot that's right here. I'd imagine what's happening is this creek channel is coming out here, swinging here, and then swinging back in here, but we can't see it. And that's probably what's creating that hard spot. So this could be a really good spot to look at. You've got some more rock here, probably that channel moving on out. And then back over here, just a couple little scattered areas of rock, right? You got some right in here, a little bit right in here, a couple right in there as well. So if I pull this back, kind of show you guys what this is going to look like when the water's up. There's 2015. The water's actually I think it's actually flooded in this one, but you can see this rock is pretty far out here. So you want to be careful too, obviously, when you're navigating this lake, because it looks like you got some tricky little spots here to get through. So let's keep moving over, see what else we can find out here. Right out here, we got a little bit of rock right here at the edge of this little point that's here. I'm going to pull back and show you guys where I'm at now. I'm about halfway down the lake. And then we're going to move over here. We're going to talk about this. This is the area where, I think it's going to get a little bit tougher to find some fish back in here. This water fluctuating so much and being so brown and dirty and all that junk could be tricky, but I could be completely off as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys these areas. So we've got some rock that's back in here. Good little rocky points, little hard spots. This one's actually like a straight transition. I mean, you can see it. It literally stops right here and goes immediately over to the dirt. So something to take a look at there as well. Might be a little ditch in there too that you could take a look at. Moving up here, got a couple more ditches to take a look at. Up here, you got a couple creeks that are coming in. So you can see where these creeks come in. And on this one, there's actually a decent little ledge on this little creek swing. You can see it right here. You can see the shade from it too. So right in here, where kind of where I put the ledge, I actually need to move that over just a hair, put it about right there, is right where that ledge is. So take a look at that. That looks interesting if you're fishing back in here. Got this creek channel that's back here too. Obviously a giant flat. I guess if we get good water back here, maybe they'll get back in here. Some rock too back over here. Real good hard spot right in this area. So you got a hard spot here with a couple creeks coming in through here. Definitely has some potential. Some more rock back in here. Just a little area, and a good little rocky point right there. Then we're going to move back, see what else we can find. I thought that point might be decent, but I don't see anything too crazy. But obviously, I'd fish it if it's a point. Got a nice little saddle that's back here. You can get a nice little creek channel again that's back here. And one of these, there was one more that had somewhat of a ledge. I can't see that one. Might have to keep going further back. Another little channel coming back here. Again, this is getting pretty shallow, but you can see the creek channel coming back here. Huge flat back here. All kinds of creek channels coming in through here. All kinds of craziness. We got rock right in here. There's not a lot of rock in this area, but right in here you definitely find it. And then over here off of this point as well. And then these two little points here have some rock on them. Then you don't really see anything out in here. You got a little saddle that's back in here you could check out. Another creek channel back here. And then finally we kind of get back into the little better stuff and get some rock going around this island. So you got a little bit of rock here. Got a little bit more right in there. Kind of get these patches of them, right? You got a little patch right there. You got a little patch right here off this point. This one looks really good. A lot more rock right in there. And then a little bit of rock here. And then again, another good size rock pile right in here. So some pretty good stuff going on in that area. And then we're going to move back. We got some more rock here again. Last little spot. But you can see here, this is pretty isolated, right? There's nothing here. There's nothing here either, and then all of a sudden you just get this little rock pile. Well, if there's any fish in this area, guess where they're going to be? They're going to be right there on those rocks. That's the only thing that they can relate to. All right, so let's move this back. We've got another saddle in here. They like these saddles. And then you've got that little creek channel that comes back here too. This might have been the one that I saw with the ledge. Nope, that's not it. But if I'm fishing, if I'm back here and I'm fishing right in here, right where this creek channel comes up and gets real close to this point. All right, then we're going to move up here, get over here to this side. I'm going to pull back, show you guys where I'm at. I'm working my way up to the dam, so I'm back in here now. We covered that island, so I'm going to stick to this side. We get up here, we just got some ditches that come in, right? So some pretty good little ditches, big flats back here with ditches in them. So if you're going to find any fish in these flats, they're probably going to be relating to these channels and these ditches that are over here. Another good channel back in here too. We get up here, just real shallow stuff, right? You can tell it's real shallow. Moving over here, we've got a point that's, I wouldn't call it a hard spot. It's got a little bit of rock on it, so I just put point. I didn't even want to put rock because it's got a little bit of rock. It didn't have a ton of rock, but it's the only rocky point in this whole entire area. So if they are going to set up, they're going to set up there on that point. We've got slabs that are in here you can take a look at. A good little rock pile here. Look at this giant rock pile. And again, move that up. 2015, that rock pile's a lot further out, right? So probably 2024, it's probably exposed right now. It looks like the water's pretty low right now. You've got a slab that's right here as well. Moving up, looks like I missed a slab there, but that one's going to be like stupid shallow. I've got rocks here as well off this point. And this, again, is an interesting spot because there's not a lot of rock in this area. It's a lot of dirt, crap like that, but you got really good rock right here off this point. Then we're going to move up. We got some slabs that are up here, so you can see them as I'm going along. We got rock around this point, real good rock around this point. I like this point a lot. And behind these docks, you've got quite a bit of rock too. So a little rocky point here. Got a slab, some more pile of rocks that's back over in here as well. We'll zoom in here and show it to you. Then you have this big hard spot. Man, I think this area right in here, like just basically here to like right in here, that's going to be a really high percentage spot to find some fish. You've got good boulders and rocks, I guess you call it boulders, but chunky rocks, stuff like that. And then you've got this really good hard spot that's right here, and they love these hard spots. All right, let's keep moving up. We got rock here around these docks, right? Fishing around those docks. That rock behind the docks, that could definitely come into play. And these two little points over here could come into play too, right? It's dirt and it's rock. It's dirt and it's rock. Fishing those rocky spots are going to be your higher percentage areas. We're going to move up here. We're almost back to the dam. Getting out here, another little rock pile, a little isolated rock pile. Right in there. And then up here, we've got another little rocky point that comes out just as you get outside the dam. So you get that transition area there, and then boom, you get right back into another rock pile. Then that takes us back to the dam we're at here for the riprap. So that covers us completely for Kickapoo Reservoir. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to go out, check out our website, simplisticfishing.com. We've got all these waypoints out there for you. You can take them, put them on your graph, and you'll have them all there just ready to go for you for the next time you go out fishing. And you can also go out and get the digital files for this lake. So I'll email you the digital files. You'll get those via an email, and then you can take those, put them on a card yourself, put them into the graph, and you get the KML file. I send that to everyone, whether you get the SD card or the digital files, so you'll see exactly what we're seeing here on the video. So go check it out, simplisticfishing.com, and until next time, I hope you catch your PB. Take it easy.